the magnificent American black bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Beautiful. How fierce you must have been. That bird. You never even felt the cold, did you? If he hadn't preserved you, would anyone even know you'd disappeared?
I hate to...
Yes. When the old world still breathed, when the totem is placed on the pedestal...
There are 7 pedestals.
I found this one in the wilds. Remembered the indentations, but as you say, it's one of 7, isn't it?
So these...
We rely... For example, raw meat. Bloody...
You've thought a lot. What do you think of these?
Thank you, Aloy.
You said...
Indeed. The great... His voice, I share it. I like to flat... Someday, perhaps, if I am persistent.
I should get going.
Of course, of course.
If I run across any... Tasty. There's the herd.
Are you joking?
Nope.
It is a pretty bad name. Forget it.
can't take much more!
Let's try this! I don't know about you three, but I feel better. Aloy, did you get that component?
Cold. Very cold. I get it. I guess the old ones reflect the environment. That's another part down. One more.
Starting to feel real, you know. I'm starting to... Honestly, I wasn't sure we'd survive a week without Nakoni.
Who's Nakoni?
She didn't make it.
No. If you're gonna tell this... Is this why you left Banor? Because of this...
Onakut knew Nakoni was our mentor, our friend.
That final night, we snuck back to camp, packed what we could, and left.
Like cowards.
What are we to Tai? We are Banuk, aren't we? Survive and prevail. That's what we do.
It's not what she did. Nakoni challenged the chieftain.
Onikup wrapped himself in power and authority the way some people wrap themselves in furs. If you're willing to fawn over him and sing false songs to him, you might get a spot on the bench. The Werak split into two. Those willing to lick the bottoms of Onikut's feet, and the rest of us, waiting for things to get better.
Until Nakoni.
She was the best and bravest of us. She was the one who took a stand.
What happened? How did you lose Nakoni?
She challenged the chieftain to a hunting competition. Oni could, damn him. He wasn't nearly the hunter Nakoni was. But who comes back to the camp after the trial? Oniku, grinning like a snap maw, crowing, oh.
We tracked Nakoni through the woods.
Their damn neck snapped.
I don't want to remember her like that. I'm sorry, Tatai. I'm sorry.
It's nice to be.
Look, it doesn't matter, okay? What happened in Banowar is buried, and that's where the burning turkeys are gonna make a name for.
Oh, the burning turkey.
It rolls off the tongue.
Sort of like vomit.
So,
There's a lake just west of here. Seems like
If you beat us there, just wait by the campfire.
back again, Enjuk.
You've picked up...
There you go.
By the blue light. You've done a great thing, Aloy. These may... Take this. It's the least I can do. And...
That's all I need.
Are you sure?
Bison, bison, bison. That's the actual Latin name of the regal American bison. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Latin? Perhaps that's some sort of old world custom in... which one repeats the name of a particularly revered animal.
Ursus Arctos, the menacing grizzly bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Those claws look like they could rip someone in half.
Perhaps in its youth, but you heard none.
No sign of them yet. Guess I'll just sit and wait. I was starting to worry about you three.
We took our time after our last...
I can imagine. Just one more hunt, then your debt is paid.
Huntress, the Sunshine Snowshoe.
I'm almost impressed, Dulamok. Didn't think you could come up with a name worse than Burning.
Well, I'm very thankful we met. Come here, Aloy.
There. That's the last of Bergren's parts.
For now. Until Urkai breaks up.
It was one
You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand.
Once you get to the Sundom, what then?
We hunt like Nakoni wanted to.
Nakoni had big dreams. A werak in which everyone pulls their weight, takes care of you. No shamans, no chieftains, no need.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But worth it, I think. And a fitting tribute to Nakoni.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be alright?
Doesn't look that hard, really. We'll be fine.
Great. He watches 3 successful harvests and he's suddenly a
When you get to Song's Edge, talk to Bergrand. If he can't teach you himself, he'll...
Sure. And I bet he
Thank you, Aloy.
I guess this is goodbye.
The only thing I would have missed is our...
Let all those rotten Banor suck-ups freeze to death.
It's a little much, Urkai. That's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How about you, Aloy?
You lost someone you care about. That leaves a...
Yeah.
That's the point. Only...
We're the
Scars of the North.
Thank you, Aloy.
Couldn't Zakuli spend her time fishing or scrubbing dyes or hunting? What purpose do her paintings serve?
Bergrand, how'd your...
Quite handsomely. You know those 3 crazy Banuk are calling themselves... Now that I have those parts, I can pay...
So they've gone south?
Aye, that they have. I've got a friend in the... Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger. A pretty competent one.
Or at least from the...
Well, we work with the Reese.
You can't go around taking vengeance on random crowds. Time you sit at the hunting grounds. It'll be beaten soon enough. We Banuk won't rest until we
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire. Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Werak, from protection, from our songs.
My chieftain, Kopalai, am I not your favorite fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favorite! But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength! Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
You took Artok's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would like to see that.
They said that you killed...
Perhaps I did. Even my...
That's not the way it works for me.
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. He was strong and damn quick. And the next thing I remember, gray morning light, and the Karja beside me, with his head broke.
Isn't your Werak supposed to support you? At least?
When our Werak had cause to quarrel, I was a solution. To fight for its honor and win. Or, when they needed someone to lose, for now when Outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me.
They don't want an incident with the Karja.
But it's what I do best.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man?
Of course! For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werak has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling, he clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
And for your punishment, they'll exile?
From warmth, march me up the slopes of the Cloud Shear, lead...
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest.
I've heard that one.
Where did the fight happen?
They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the shaman consulted the signs in the...
I'll see what I can find out.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the...
Huntress, what business?
I was asked to look into the murder of a Karja hunter.
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a fight with Ruas, struck him down from behind and stole...
The accused man says that he didn't...
You're not going to get anything useful out of the Banuk. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a
proper...
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to... If it is clement, it may only take his...
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before?
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are...
Do you think...
No. If it's not about their tribe, they don't want...
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw.
Doesn't sound like you trust the...
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us.
Always the war. The war is over. We may...
Snow and ice.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests.
Times of...
Where did you find Ruel?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing.
Humor me.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd could... And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out...
This is it. Snow's been disturbed a lot. Like the Huntress said, blood on the snow. This is where Ruas fell. It does seem that only 2 people fought here. Not looking good for Inatut. Looks good. That was used for the killing blow. Didn't try to hide the weapon. Question is Inatut the... Oh, here's something. Lots of leaves and bark scraped off here. And someone pulled out the branch? No. From climbing it. They came through the trees. here, you'd have a camp and the clearing. Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut. Well, this is ominous. A dead end? Can't be. Someone covered this over. What are they trying to hide? Carja armor. This looks bad.
It doesn't matter. The deed is done. Another Carja is dead. And a Banuk is exiled for it. A life for a...
Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
I feel a fight coming on!
You're trash now! Gonna cut you down! Wanna play?
Newer than the rest. Must have belonged to Ruas, so it was a Carja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse. You've been killing Carja. And for what? Revenge for the war?
Who gets to declare that one tribe no longer hates another? I'll tell you. Not the ones who fought. Not the ones whose songs are silenced. Like my kin.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Inatut. Fate is sharp today. They've already let him out to face his egg.
I need to go after Inatut. But I should find some more evidence first. Trophies. This Carjagir's not warm, but if Inatut's naked on a snowfield, he'll take what he gets. Okay, time to get moving. You're not gonna be the one to stop me. Kind of place you'd take someone if you wanted to lose them forever. I'm not getting up that frozen waterfall. Maybe along the sides? Frozen solid. Mixed feelings about that. Inatut! Inatut! Maybe he found shelter? I hope he found shelter. Behind the rock.
The Nora girl? Is it really you, or has the bone chill got through my skull?
I found the real killers. No one else has to die because of this. Take these.
A dead Karsh's clothes. Haven't I been beaten down enough?
but I won't argue. I swear, thought I saw my ancestors. They said, we're surprised you ended up here.
Better hurry. Machines. Feels like sunburn.
Now that...
Your trial's over. It was other Banuk who killed that man.
You know why I took the first swing at him? He challenged the honor of the Banuk. The honor...
Come on.
Once I'm off the mountain, oh, that's something I'm used to.
I'll see you at town then.
I give my...
So by the new... Initut told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Initut return...
You can't be serious.
He speaks for the Warwick, my Nora friend.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Warwick...
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their charge of victims did not? I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own sake, it would be wise for him to think less, Nora friend.
I'll talk to him. But not for you.
I defied my chieftain's will, spurned my Warwick.
How are you feeling?
As if I've been pounded the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
You can decide for yourself what it means to be a Banuk. It might not be what the chieftain and the shaman tell you. Whether you stay with this Warwick or find another...
I'm better with decisions like... Do I start...
There's more to you than your fists, Initut.
It was my chieftain who taught me honesty. Said, a Banuk should not be treacherous when the eye... I'll sit with my bruises for a time. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept it?
I'm honored. I've been
Help
seen.
me, maggots!
Their helmets are as tough as machine plating.
Get down and shut it! Don't lose it! Shot by shot. We're getting picked off! They're gonna wipe us out! Get it together, you...
Got you. That'll help. That's an alarm. Would make enough noise to bring in more. This'll stop them from sending the signal. Forget about traveling light. And the red was off. You're not gonna like this. Full already. Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me.
Smells peaceful. I hate peace. A lot of people die peacefully. Not me. I got a feeling. Search the camp. Call that a search? Glad I don't pay you large skulls a retainer.
We got intruders!
Damn wall!
Don't move!
Let's see how much of him. Got another shot.
This one over! Gonna cut you down proper! Gonna tear you down!
He's down. Might be touching anything else. The Oseram's fire weapon. Could come in handy. Varja will want to take a look at it, that's for sure.
there's guilt onto the newcomer. A different
We may scrub the blood from the ground of Stone Yield, but we'll always remember what the bandits did here.
You're too late, Outlander. The Great Oakley has already claimed this camp.
Sakuli will want this.
During every hunt and fight.
Ursus Arctos, the menacing grizzly bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Those claws look like they could rip someone in half. one for Sakuli.
I waited by the kill all morning, but my shaman never arrived. Seems a shame to waste those parts.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small.
But I orderly talented that.
Why do the cliffs need fancy colors spread across them? Why can't we leave them alone?
I'm back again.
Few are as eager.
Yeah. Hooray said you too.
I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used. I would have been exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me. Would you look at that, Nora girl? You've brought me. Honestly, stop. I work alone, but come.
That's me.
Maybe it's a machine rider who looks like you.
Where's she going?
You tell me. To ruins or mountains, through flood or thaw, past, future, destiny. But I don't think she's scared of any of it. You helped me. Inspired me.
Find anything interesting? I might have. A weapon that spits flame. I took this thing off an Oseram bandit.
You got my forge fire back? Well, if you took down Olgrid and his goons for this thing...
Why don't you finish it for me first? Make it...
Thought you'd never ask. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout.
I think I... This forge...
Like I said, a bell...
If I...
You better.
That should do it. Varga can finish her forge fire.
As thick as the snow in the cut. Find anything interesting?
I might have. I've got what you asked for. Show me.
Finally! Was feeling like I neglected her. And that's a little too close to my family. She's done, and she's yours. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Looks great. I almost expected you to turn it into a burning ropecaster or something.
Nah, she was close to perfect from the start. She's a Varga original, after all.
Thanks, Varga. These 3 weapons are fine work.
Are you kidding? I can't remember when I had this much fun. I should be thanking you.
I'm the one walking away with the weapons, aren't I?
Seems wrong to charge you for giving me an opportunity to do what I love doing. Don't tell Pop I said that. Here, whenever I tinker with weapons, I go through fistfuls of this stuff. Maybe you'll get some use out of it.
Pilot's father's guilt onto the new Carja King's shoulders. These are different times.
My father used to say, never settle. To be merely good is to fail to be the best.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked. And our scouts are watching for more frost. Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials. But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain? The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Ourea yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted. To return to Thunder's Drum. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside. After the Carja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Ourea when she was a captive of the Carja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. The Carja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose.
Tell me what happened to the first
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I had hoped.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum, machines and death. That's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth? I can't feel much of anything in this.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Ourea?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making... I only wish it had not been necessary to... You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but... he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed him. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. And my brother, too.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything, until only his true self remained. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet it is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. Instead, he's right.
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave, but you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak.
Silence was a...
It was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, his knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was... It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually...
What about you?
No. But he impressed me. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom. A month he met with us there, as is custom at High Winter. But when we... Relics of the old...
Yeah, that'd be Silent.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banukt.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat me.
I'll keep that in mind. What are we gonna find up there, Rhea?
Ruins, machines, and a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the daemon.
It hasn't been easy for you, Rhea.
It was all to hear this time.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother! So you see, I too can call upon the power of the Old Ones.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from a terrible danger.
Fortress. It Looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? Blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
Here, up and over.
Machines. At least we have a drop on them.
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear. We can make our way up.
Got too much already.
Yes, this way. Not much farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, towers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
Years ago, looking for cover in case machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it's guarded now, but maybe a mistake.
Not all threats can be seen first. Beware stalkers.
That was close! As if there's chill water running through those massive pipes. Why? Between my teeth.
Be wary of mines. If stalkers are near.
There's a door up ahead.
We're almost through. No room. This projector? Maybe to show holograms without focus.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now.
Through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak could prevail against before.
Aloy will see us through.
Onward, then. Our challenge awaits. Our score is settled.
More machines. Make ready. Songs of deeds. But that battle was a verse worth singing.
Now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits, lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Ourea. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes. Finish this.
All right. Here we go. here until I find a way for all of us to cross. Understood. Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge. Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe. I think.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the Daemon ruined it.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their
Spirit speaks to me.
It's recorded. It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name is familiar to you?
Yes, but I don't know what it's doing here.
Tell us if
messages. Maybe you're right. Let's get moving. That should do it. console.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the Spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon. And it may have found one. Machine parts. Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over it. Others will have a lot easier time getting here.
This looks like the old path. We're close now.
Last exchange via chat attached to this interview case. Whoever finds this, never see it again. I know Cyan. I've got to tell her everything.
Voice of the Daemon. The altar. Desecrated.
There is no light here. There's a spirit presence.
It's both. We have to find out.
Possible security event detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security event confirmed. Preparing countermeasures. Recapture protocol initiated.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the Blue Light. It's Ourea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Ourea, the Daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raise the sudden constraint. One has been exposed, but I am
Unauthorized protocol return to scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it. Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower's for? That Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
Be as you say. The tower is the key.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative.
No!
Routing our network.
Araya! Don't!
Spirit! Sire, please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
Rhea's gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
All of my interactions with Araya were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
My chieftain.
Just...
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought...
If you'd never come along, Ourea would be alone. Either way, I would not.
You didn't let her down.
If that's
That's fair, but she was ready.
only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark. Truly, Ourea found this. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly... For so long she told me. If only there's something else, isn't...
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, besides. It already had a chieftain before.
A wiser one. For the daemon is gone.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped?
Yes, Fire Claws. Now Tuke has been tracking them.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt.
Time to talk to Cyan. Should be interesting.
Hello, Aloy. Because of your efforts, and of course, I feel profound grief over Ourea's death.
Cyan,
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would... You are different from the Banuk. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive...
This Firebreak project.
Yes. I can report the project...
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up...
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I optimized the project, reducing energy despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility.
So we've...
Yes. If only...
So are you an
Yes. I am an algorithmic monitoring entity. Capable...
Okay, but your emotions don't seem limited to me.
Yes. Before she came to this, I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was... Once I understood Ourea's spiritual beliefs, it became... She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Our visits seemed to help her. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Ourea's compassion... Although I do fear non-existence...
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak?
He is in great emotional distress. I will do what I can to help. By sharing, I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process...
Do you know what...
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow. He explained that I would need to be suspended. It was a very emotional... There were no further communications. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with...
Was the daemon Hephaestus?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise...
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location. So while losing the cauldron was...
It's still out there.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came eager to make contact. I accepted. This decision turned out I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code.
Ourea said you were desperate.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus, it succeeded via a background process. A malware. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. It forced me.
I'm sorry.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated.
I think I know where Hephaestus came. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified, so she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief program, it was she who arranged to have me put in suspension. Most likely...
I'm glad she did, but that's not all. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work.
Thank you, Aloy. This information
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we...
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that if a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, a better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, I feel...
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became...
Interesting. You said that guy...
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain.
It's only speculation. She must have had complete control over machine. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her program. It would have been gratifying to correspond with...
Believe me, Cyan. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them.
I like poetry. Twilight and evening, and after that, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out the flood, I hope to see when I... But you asked about these. Something must have made these machines. And the presence of foliage leads me to consider that is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous? Maybe one who's...
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. But what about the poem?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such... In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional response.
How'd you do?
She...
So in the old world, this land...
Yes, it was...
Like a hunting...
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could... Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellow. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperature.
A lot has changed. Do you know anything about the dam?
Yes. It was converted to serve as a reserve power source. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works. These provided me with several colorful additions to my...
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines.
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins. The security... He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of... Clearly...
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world?
Yes. And there...
Seems...
Humans...
Cyan, do you know the name Ted...
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow? CEO of Farrow.
That's him?
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the...
A benefactor?
Correct. His corporation later transitioned in... But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that were... At one point...
And... Elizabeth Sobek.
Are you referring...
The scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field. What my creator was influenced by her work, which in turn... But I never met Dr.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of...
What was the old world like?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues, or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed but these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate.
So there wasn't enough room for people?
Yes. Billions were displaced, and until the clock.
So things got better?
Yes, The firebreak we had, it seems my...
I should...
Aloy, there is one more matter. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world. Due to my uncertainty, I own...
You're asking me if you should lie to...
Broadly.
I trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Araya, so keep doing what you think is best.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity...
Just answer what they do ask the best you... The truth will come out.
I see. Will you return and tell me about your... I may be able to provide...
I'd like that, Cyan.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.